Ask this question to finally understand the Bible. Why is eating the tree of life, that is, enjoying Christ as our life supply, the primary matter in the individual Christian life and the corporate church life? Enjoying Christ, symbolized by eating the tree of life, is the most important aspect of the Christian life because it is fundamentally a matter of life versus death. This is in contrast to focusing on good versus evil, right versus wrong, or ethical standards. Many Christians have one foot on the line of life and the other on the line of death. Other Christians hesitate between the two. God's economy is not a matter of good or evil, right or wrong, or ethics. God's economy is altogether a matter of life or death. To be in life is to live out God. To be in death is to live out Satan. We are a battlefield, and the universal battle between God and Satan is raging within us. The outcome of this battle is determined by where we set our mind. If we set our mind on the self and are cut off from the spirit, Satan gains ground. If we stay in the spirit and set our mind on the spirit, God gains the victory. By the indwelling spirit, we must put to death the deeds of the old person. To do this is to live. We should pray about this, practice it, and develop the habit of staying in the spirit. The more we develop this habit, the more living we will be, and the further we will be from death. In Genesis chapter 2, a triangular situation involves God, man, and Satan. Man faces two sources, God as the source of life and Satan as the source of death. In Romans chapter 5 through 8, there is the continuation of this triangular situation. This triangular situation will result in a twofold consummation. The negative things, along with death, will be swept into the lake of fire. The positive things, with those who have been redeemed, will flow into the city of living water. Today, we are all heading toward this ultimate consummation. Believers to the New Jerusalem, unbelievers to the lake of fire. Genesis chapter 2, verses 9, 16 to 17. And out of the ground, Jehovah God caused to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, as well as the tree of life in the middle of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And Jehovah God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden you may eat freely, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, of it you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. Revelation chapter 2, verses 4 to 7. But I have one thing against you, that you have left your first love. Remember therefore where you have fallen from, and repent and do the first works. But if not, I am coming to you, and will remove your lampstand out of its place, unless you repent. But this you have, that you hate the works of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes, to him I will give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the paradise of God. Colossians chapter 1, verse